Welcome to the next video, which is the anti-blowback rig. Now this is exactly the same in theory as the hair rig, but with a few little bits thrown in for good measure. Now, what do you need to construct the blowback rig?
What do you desire? What makes you itch? What sort of a situation would you like? What would you like to do if money were no object? Well, how would you really enjoy spending your life?
So what is a blowback rig? Well, blowback rig is basically a hair rig with a ring on it, and it just means that it's harder for the fish to eject the hook link. You know, the rig, the hook, the bait. It just makes it a little bit more tricky for him to eject it once it's in the mouth. That's basically, in principle, what the anti-blowback rig does. Hence why it's called anti-blowback rig. Let's construct it. So anyway, we've still got the cord, which is your hook link material. You can use any supple hook link material for this, or semi-stiff material. There's loads out there in the marketplace. We need the hook. So what we're going to do first and foremost is we're going to set up with the bait on it. So just like on Blue Peter, we've got one here we prepared earlier, which has already got a boilie on there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to determine how far we want the boilie to go on the hair, like so. I'm happy with that. Now, where does the ring come into it? Well, we're looking at the ring to go just on the shank of the hook there, just at the top of the shank. That's where we want the ring to go. So we mark on that whereabouts we want that to go. Here's a little tip. Once that's in place, we create a loop, like so. And what we do is we force the loop straight over, put the loop straight over the ring, right? And that creates that on the ring. Can you see that? We've now put the ring onto the hair. Tie that on any which way you want, but make sure it's in the place that you've chosen. What we're then going to do is we're going to take the sharp point of the hook, this point here, and place it through the ring. So the ring is on the back of the hook. Can you see that? That goes there. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that? That's where it needs to go. Then put the line through the back of the hook, the ring, that point there, and whip around with a knotless knot again. I like to go 7 turns. And then come back on yourself and then drop through the eye of the hook. Okay, just like so. Can you see that? So what we then have is we've got the hook bait, the ring, and this sliding point there. Can you see that? That makes it more difficult for them to eject, anti-eject. It makes it difficult because it just becomes more, it develops more friction on the hook to stop them from ejecting the bait. All right, so that's that point there. What I like to do as well, and a lot of people like to do, is put on a shaped piece of tubing, rig tubing, and that just slides over there like so. And that's why we shape it. So what we're doing is we're creating that shape on the hook so it kicks it in line, just makes it easier. So when that hooks into the fish and you've got that shape on the bottom, it means it hits the fish's mouth at that kind of angle at the bottom lip. That just helps. It's called the liner liner. Now, how you can construct that liner liner, that shape as well, is by putting over the shank of the hook so far up a little bit of heat shrink fabric, tubing, which you can buy from your local tackle shop or online. And you cut it to the size you need, you slide it over your knots that you've done, and then you put underneath it some steam and steam it in place off your kettle, or warm water will do it, hot boiling water will do it, but make sure you're safe because steam can really burn you. And that, in essence, there is your anti-blowback rig. Nice and simple, easy to construct, very similar to an air rig. I hope you enjoyed watching that video. It's good to see you again. Any comments, just put them below and let's talk about the rig in general. Hit that bell icon on your right hand side if you're on a smartphone device. Put a comment below, like and subscribe. It's good to see you again. And listen, when you're constructing rigs, a little handy tip again, like I keep on saying, break a bait up in your hand when you're constructing your rig so that you've got some of the flavouring and stuff off the bait, or oil, fish oil's a good one, or hemp oil, anything that you can put on your hands while you're constructing it will help you keep that rig nice and clean and tidy and have a food smell to it rather than the lipids, the fats off the human body. Also, when you're constructing the rig, try not to burn the tag ends, because that burning smell, 1 part to every 1,000, there's a chance, and let's eliminate the chances on this, that a fish can smell that and it might put them off. It might not, but it might put them off. So anyway, see you on the next video. Nice to see you.